Welcome to HashRPlay. Now I will gonna show you how I build traditional Japanese build in Palworld 1.0. And here we take a 9 foundation in middle. We're gonna place a pal box. And here it is. And now we create a plus sign like this. You need to count 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this you need to repeat all 4 sides. So here we have a 7, and now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and again we need to finish this side. So 1 2, but here we have an issue because of an oil rig, and here is the trick. You need to take a roof like this to bypass this error. And here you can see that we can place above a oil rig, and you can utilize this space later on. So here we are adding this foundation for our basic structure. So here our first basic structure is completely ready, means we mark all those side that we actually require. Now we're gonna create a boundary. So you just need to follow as I am doing. So here you can see that we cannot place a block here, so we take a triangular wall, and now we are placing a Japanese style foundation all 4 sides like this. And again we have an issue that there is a height is too much. So here you can see that we have a lots of height here, so that's the reason we cannot place a foundation. For that we require to add a roof. So we take a roof, Japanese style roof A. I'm assuming that you are a beginner, and I'm assuming that you don't know how to build. So that's the reason this is in that tutorial for the beginner to understand how it's built. So here is the look how our shape is formed. So we need to fill this whole area like this again, and we are closing all 4 sided. And here you can see that we have an issue with the oil rig, because of oil rig. So we take a foundation and just close. So hope you understand how you can bypass this error. And similar you can see that we cannot place, for that we require a roof. So after completing this, we're gonna build a first structure, that is our entrance. So be with us, watch till end to get to know how whole things can be built so easily. And here you can see that we have our foundation is ready. And now we first take a stairs, and here we just find out, okay, Japanese style stairs, and just snap with the corner, and you have done. So here is the alignment. You need to exactly place where is your pal box in the center, and we added a 3 stairs. Now we require to add a pillar. So here 3 and 2 and again a 2. So now we're gonna add a roof for that, and here we have a Japanese style roof B. Be cautious with the face that where you are placing, because of your wrong angle can disrupt this design. So be careful with the rotation. And here we're going to add one more roof at the top of this build of this structure. And here you can see our entrance is almost ready, but we require to add 2 more rooms at the bottom like this. So we take a Japan style door A, and faces are like this. So be careful. And now we take a roof and just place like this, and pillar, and done. So we need to add a roof for this. So here we are adding a wall, normal wall, a triangular wall, and then just you need to place a Japan style slanted roof like this. And here you can see that our half structure of entrance is ready. So here we're gonna do another half. So same procedure we need to follow. Take a Japan style door A and fill all 4 sided like this. Be sure with the face how it's coming. A wrong face can disrupt the design. And here we're taking a normal wall and now triangular wall to add a roof, and just snap with the corner and rotate, and you're done. So here our first entrance is ready. First structure of this Japanese traditional build is ready, and now we go with the second structure, that is our right building. And here you can see that we are adding a pillar and a wall. So you need to count a 10 wall because we need a 10 wall in length. So here we added a stairs, so we understand how much we have. So here we don't need this, so we added a Japanese style door A, and now again 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So here we need to destroy our ninth one. So this is the ninth one, so I just delete and added a normal wall because we need to place a stair. You can take anything, you can place whatever you like for the wall, but I find the more basic is more accurate. And here we are done with that. Now we need to fill above roof, and all four sided we need to close. For that we take a Japanese style door A, and again we need to count a 10. Okay, we're done, and 2 is a width. So now we require to add a roof like this, and same we need to repeat a mirror this side. So here we are adding another roof like this. Okay, we are done. The structure look like this. This is our ground floor ready, and now we are moving with the first floor to get complete. And here you can see that we are adding a Japanese style door, pillar, and then a stairs to go upstairs. Our first floor height may be a 2 block height, so here we are adding a Japanese style door B, and here we need to count 8. And here we are adding a stair. For that we require a normal wall, then this style door A here, and pillar, and just take a roof, and then we're gonna add a stair. Okay, so now we're gonna add, okay, this side also we need to fill. For that we take a Japan style door B, because similar to two wall like A and B can disrupt your design. So be careful with the design, choose carefully what wall you are taking. And our second floor is almost complete. So we added a roof, and now we need to add a wall. And for wall we are using a Japan style door A, and please be careful with the face where you are putting. And here you can see that our face is exterior, not interior. And now we are placing a roof, Japan style roof B, and same we need to repeat at that side. For that we require a roof to be added. So here we're going to take a roof and add it here like this. And now our structure is almost ready. And now we need to add Japan style door A, and similarly here. And now we need to add Japan style door B to be added like here. Be careful what you selecting. And now we're adding a roof, and we require to add a Japan style door A like this. And this structure is almost ready. We just need to close down, and this part will be our bedroom. So here we are adding a roof like this, and now we need to close it down with the Japan style door A. And here we are closing, and our face is toward exterior, not interior, not inward, it's outward. So now we are adding a roof. So our base is almost complete, but it's look little incomplete because we didn't add a roof here. So for that we take a Japan style door A, Japan style roof B, and just need to add like this. And we need to add a pillar for the support. So here we are taking a pillar, Japan style pillar, and just after lefting some block you can add like this. So we are done. Now we need to add a fence to make whole things complete. So here we added a fence. Now downstairs we also have an issue, so just we're gonna make clear, just added a style wall and fence to make it look complete. And now we're gonna do a mirror thing like similar we did here, opposite side. And here we take a fence and just place like this. Now add here, and again we have an issue here. So then same wall simple wall and now a fence. So your structure is almost ready, a right structure. Now we're gonna see how the left structure will build. So this will be much easier because you already done and you understand how it's gonna build. So just add a stairs and roof, and then you count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 9 you need to be added a simple wall, and here you can add a pillar, then stairs to be added, and now we need to close like this. So you need to count a 10, and again 2 is a width. Now we need to add a roof, and similarly here, and we need to make a stair for that to go upstairs. So just follow like this. Hope you understanding, and I make it very simple to you to understand this structure. And again we're gonna mirror this like this, and here we are placing fence, and now normal wall and stairs to go upstairs, and we are adding a Japanese style door B. And here you can see that we need to place from this side also to close all the 4 sides. And now we need to add a roof above it. So we are adding a roof B like this, and then we need to add a pillar. Be careful where you select your pillar. And after that we are adding a fence, and here you can see that we are taking a roof to close it down. And here we take this, and here we are adding door, and we need to close this roof, this part. And here you can see our first floor is almost ready, which is 2 block height. And again we take a Japan style door A, and here we have done, but we need a 2 block height. For that we create a 1 roof like simple one Japan style roof A, and then we added Japan style door B like this. Be careful what you are selecting. Maybe you get confused with the Japanese door A and B, so be careful. Just watch it, pause it, and make. And this will be our storage area, maybe a generator area where we can generate our electricity. So here you can see that our build is almost structure at left side of our build is almost complete, and here we need to close with the border with the fence this build. So we have a certain issue because we can't go inside of that, so we take a triangular foundation, and now we take a fence. By pressing an alt you can snap like this, but you cannot snap like this. For that you need to move, rotate manually, and just press. Now it's complete. And same thing we need to mirror at this side. So let's add fence and just dismantle this and add a triangular foundation, and then we need to add manually this fence, and again we need to add a fence here. Just move forward like this, and just one, and we want one more fence to be added. And now we're gonna trim unnecessary part which we don't require right now. It's just for your reference purpose. I show you how this structure will form. And now we are just removing this like this. So don't worry, we're gonna show you an eagle eye how it's forming. And here you can see that we are adding a fence like this, and see 1 2 3 4 5. So hope you get understand. Now we're gonna do the similar thing here. 1 2 3 4. Fifth one is already trimmed. So here you can see that we have trimmed all this side, and now we are adding a fence like this, and your main structure, main foundation is ready. Now we're gonna build our most important structure, which is a Japanese traditional structure. For that we take a 5 block of Japanese style door A, all 4 side. You need to count 5, all four side, 1 2 3, 4, 5. And again from this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in the middle we need one more room to be added. For that we removed a third block and extend a little bit. And here you can see we need to add a roof here. So now we are going to extend like this because we want our Japanese style roof to be above of this. So here we are doing. So you need to be very patient and please see this tutorial again and again if you didn't understand. And here we are adding a pillar to give a support, and similarly here because of a fence we cannot place a pillar, so just delete that, dismantle that fence and add pillar. Again you can place a fence like this. So we are closing this border. So here we are closing all four sides. Here we can see we are adding a fence, and now we're gonna close with a fence. So our structure is almost ready. Our first floor foundation is ready, and here we're gonna add a main part, a Japanese structure, Japanese a roof to be added. And first we create a wall. For wall we are using Japanese style B, so internally it should look awesome. And here we are adding a Japanese style slanted roof like this. And now the main part of this build, that we need to take a Japanese style triangular roof B, we need to place both of them, and then you need to dismantle this part, and now you need to add a Japanese style slanted triangular roof like this, and again rotate like that. And here we are adding a Japanese style slanted roof. Don't worry, we're gonna repeat this step again and again so you can understand easily. Again we're gonna take the Japanese style triangular roof B and we place here, and now we can rotate like this, and then you're done. And you just need to add a roof like this. You need to be careful with the rotation, and here you can see that how a traditional Japanese roof comes out. And here we are placing all four sides, so we need to fill all the corner with this Japanese style triangular B roof. And now we need to add a slanted triangular roof and just need to close with the roof, and again we need to add in a corner. Hope you are getting how it's coming. Now we need a slanted triangular wall style slanted triangular roof, and here we are adding again a roof to close it down. So here is the look how it's coming, but here we need to fill this floor, but we need stairs to go upstairs. So here we are making a stair like this, and now we need to add a roof and again a roof to go upstairs. And for that we fill this area so it not look abrupt. And here we are taking a stairs again and adding a fence and just go upstairs, and here we are adding a roof to fill this area. So we always make a 2 block height so our pal can easily access the area. And here you can see that our structure for our first floor is almost ready, and it looks simply nice and traditional. And here we're gonna put a Anubis statue. For that we are creating making with a fence and pillar, and with the help of this corner roof. And here we can add like this lots of Japanese style door A like this all side. And now we need to add a roof, to add a traditional roof of Japanese structure. So here we are going to place like this, and now we need to add a roof. We need to add a stairs here to go upstairs. So here we are adding, extending our one more room like this, so it should not look abrupt or incomplete. For that we created this room, and here you can see that we are adding a Japanese style door B because it's work like an wall for us. So here you can see our structure how it's forming. And now we're gonna add a triangular roof. So just delete, dismantle, and now take a triangular roof, slanted roof, and hurrah, you can do this kind of a build. I think you are becoming a pro now. And if you like our video, please do subscribe, please do share, take a membership and share with your friends and create something like this. And hope you enjoying our build. So be in touch, bookmark this channel so you get latest update and latest build. So yeah, we are closing all 4 sides like this, and we are done. So it's look awesome, amazing, and we need to fill this area like this. And again we need to add a stair to go upstairs. Now we just placed our stairs here, and just we need to fill this area like this. And here we need to add some support to it with the help of a pillar. So wherever you find it necessary, just place it down. And here we place everywhere wherever we feel that it should come, then we placing around it. So if it's not happening because of a fence, just dismantle fence first, then add a pillar, then again add fence. And here we are adding a fence again, but before that we are adding a pillar because. And here we are adding a Japan style door A, all 4 sides like this. This is our main room of this structure. This is the final structure that we are building now. So here we need to add a triangular wall like this, and now we're gonna fill like all those areas and then dismantle and add. So here we are adding a Japanese style triangular roof. It's so hard to pronounce again and again. And here similarly we have to do it again, same thing. This build is slow because I think that I assuming that you are new to this gameplay, new to the build in a Palworld, and this is my first build in a Palworld 1.0, and we are removing this structure. We're gonna close this like with a slanted roof, and now we take a pyramid roof of Japanese style, and now we're gonna place this, and our complete structure is almost ready. So here is the exact coordination, -647 to 70. Now it's the time for our interior. So first we're gonna add a statue of Anubis. So here we can find in a Pal training, a statue of power. Just place, and you can see the magic. And here we need to add a carpet, and we're gonna take a 3 block width of carpet. So first we place here, just left little bit and overlap each other so you don't get a problem. It look like a merge, and here we can't fill this because of a pillar. Just dismantle that and place carpet, and then again you can add a pillar. So you just need to follow how I am doing, but be careful how you are placing with the rotation and alignment. And here you can see that we place perfectly like this. And you can overlap. What happen if you overlap? It's completely merged whole carpet like a one piece. So here we adding like this, and wherever you find that there is some gap, just overlap with another carpet, and your carpet will get merged. So here you can see that how it's, and I hope you learn something new. And here we are adding like this. So here we need to add a pillar, but before that we adding a guild chest. What basically it does is take you can place in all your another base, and you can take a resources put into this chest, and you can access all over in your base. So it's a good thing to be added guild chest first at the beginning of this structure. So here we are adding a pillar, and now we need to add a Frostillion statue which you find in furniture. no, your furniture, and here you can find a Frostalian statue which only require a stone to be made. And now we need to add a bush. So here you need to check out the center of this Frostalian build is it is perfect or not. And then you need to add a flowering bush B to be added like this. Just add everywhere, all four corner like this. Again, repeat all four side. You can overlap with one another this flowering. And here we need to add a hatching Asian hatchery. Here you can, this is a new in Palworld, and now we're gonna add a cooking Asian kitchen here. And now we need to remove this unwanted things we left, and we are adding advanced weapon assembly. And now we need to add this advanced weapon assembly line. That was a spear assembly line, and this one the advanced assembly line. There's an issue with the spear assembly line because of the alignment, and it's also get out of the ring. If it's go out of the ring, your pal will not gonna work, so be careful with the selection. You can make a structure out of your build, but you don't do this, that you making your assembly line to go out of your structure, because no pal we gonna work there. And here we are adding a pal pod to give some rest and sleep to our pal, and this help our pal to regain their strength, increase their sanity once they sleep inside of that pod. And now we are placing in this area, and here we have advanced assembly line again to be built because we want to create a lots of weapon. For that we are adding again a assembly line, and now we require advanced spear assembly line which we dismantled earlier. Now we need to add a pod because we have a lots of pal in our base. So for that we require a lots of bed to be installed. It's act like a bed, and we require a lots of storage. And here you can see that our ground floor is ready, and now we wants to create a mining site. We take a stone pit first, and now we're gonna take our mining site. Be careful with the selection where you are placing, otherwise your pal get stuck. And we place a limited mining site here and adding some storage so they can easily mine and put in this storage. Be careful with the outer line of blue. And now we are going to make our bedroom. So we take a fireplace from here and need to activate the light and find bed like this, and my favorite house plant in all those corner. And now for changing our avatar we require antique dresser, so we place here an antique partition here, and we need to add a carpet like this. And I want tabletop house plant to be on fireplace. Let me show you. And here we are going to our second structure, means a left structure. Now we add whatever comes news here. So here Asian workbench we are placing like this, and we just opening this door. And now we need to add some chair. This is the new laboratory chair schematic that you will get. We'll let you know where you can get this. And here we can add a more laboratory chair like this. It's new, look like a toilet seat, but it's good to see that it's looks something new. And this medicine rack help your Palworld to, if they get depressed or injured, so you place whatever medicine inside of that they take and can save themselves. And Asian material synthesizer is like a mining, or you can place whatever, if you want to make a ore and all, you can just do in that machine. And here we are adding a laboratory chair and Asian power generator. This is the powerful generator. And now you can see that we don't require this one. We have a new clinic and Asian clinic, so we're gonna add this here. And we need to add a chair. It take a lots of time to build, So be careful that you have a powerful pals to work around, so you can make as quick as possible. And now we are going to make a battery storage over here, so we can store our electricity in this room with the help of a battery. So we are placing all this accumulator all in our room, and later we can add a bed, a pal bed here. So and here we require to add more logging site like this. We didn't place anywhere, and now we require to add pure cords and two more there. And here this is the second one, and this is the third one, hexolite quartz mine. So it's look amazing, and we utilize this area. Now we're going to mirror this, but here we're gonna make a restaurant. So for that we take an antique red carpet and place like this, and just rotate this one like this and like this. Okay, so we get a lots of area. Now we need to add a kitchen, electric kitchen here. We also require cooking pot. If somewhat we don't have electricity, it will help. And again we're gonna place a human power generator. It's look cool when somebody is running inside of that. And then now again we're gonna take a witch cauldron, which help us to create a medicine, but here we can create a store in it. And here we place a flea market like this. So we need to place, okay, we don't have enough width, so we just move forward and place here. Later on we can add a fridge and all, but before that we take a round table for a feast, for a grand party, and we need to add certain chairs too. 8 antique wooden chair we are using, and adding a 5 chair on one table like this. So if you are building for a multiplayer, then this will be amazing for you. Your friend get excited. And here we are taking a paper lantern which come with a schematic, and here we are adding this paper lantern everywhere in front of our door like this. And you need to follow similarly like this. It gives a complete festive vibe and traditional vibe of Japanese structure. So you need to follow this here, like here, and again here. So we need to add next to our statue. So here we are taking a paper lantern here, and you just need to place this. And now with the same right structure and similarly on a left structure. So just close to our door, and here at the entrance it's a little complicated, so you need to jump and need to fix this like this, and just take this as a marking, and we place one, another one here, and similarly we're gonna mirror here like this and here. And we need to be added here a 2 more lantern in the front and 2 lantern at the back. So here we are adding a 2 lantern this side. So it's look amazing. And here we need to add a lantern like this. Later on we can fill this area, but first just complete one thing at a time. And here you can see that we are adding a fountain, water fountain, and similarly we're gonna repeat this at the same position because we are mirroring. So here we are going to our same position like this and add it. And here you can see that we have a lots of space. For that we're gonna create a shrine of an jet dragon statue. So here we take a jet dragon in a center, and we're gonna add this Lilin statue which you get with the help of schematic, and we're gonna add some bush around it. So here we are taking a bush, fox flooring, bush B. This look little orange, and here we are rotating all four sides, and here we are adding fox flowering bush A. Its flower is in red or pink in color, and bush B is in orange in color. So here we added a house plant in all corner, and this we're gonna place everywhere. So here we are adding a tabletop house plant like this and this, and without a bonsai it's not look like a Japanese structure, so we added a bonsai like this. And now we're gonna add some majestic candlestick like this to give a shrine look, shrine vibe. And here we switch on the light, and we need to add a carpet to give a more feel like a prayer room. So here we are adding like this, so it's look amazing. And what you say, please do comment below. And now we require to add majestic wall torch, which also available with the help of schematic. And now we are placing between the door like this, and here also. So you need to repeat all the wall wherever you find a place to be added. And here we are adding a house plant like this in a corner, and we repeat that tabletop house plant after some time. And here we're gonna add a PAL labor research lab, so this will help us to open a lots of things like a fountain and all, so you need to research a lot. And here we are adding a majestic wall torch here, and we need a house plant to be added and all, so we're gonna do it later. And here we are adding again majestic wall torch, and we can create a mini Japanese room where we have certain things, elements we have. But before that, we're gonna fill this area with a cozy vibe like a sofa and all. So here we take a sofa, antique couch like this, and round table, and again a couch, and we're gonna place a house plant everywhere, so it's give a cozy vibe. And here we can also place behind statue of Anubis like this. And we need to add a piano or whatever we can feel best, so we take a grand piano here, and we need to add a stool for that. And here antique stool is the best choice, so we took this one. And we have a small room, so let's make a cozy Japanese room like this, Japanese floor cushion. Like you need to place your chair like this, and now we'll take a table where it is. So here you can find a table, Japanese writing table here, and bonsai plant. Without that it's look incomplete, so just take it and place it. And now we're gonna add a house plant in a corner like this and this, so it's look amazing. And what you think, please comment below, and please like, please do subscribe, please take membership. And now we are going to add this one, and Asian furnace like this. It's give a sci-fi look like a Troy. And this is the crafting table where we create a schematic. This is the most important part of your build in Palworld 1.0. If you want everything that what I have placed, you will get with the help of a schematic. You just need to Google it out. And here we are adding this, and Asian monitoring stand should be must to assign. And this is the PAL box control device. You can place anywhere. If you have a lots of flow, you can add this, so you can access your PAL box anywhere. And here we are adding a Japan style hot spring here, similarly here. And now we're gonna fill this border with the help of fox flowering bush A. You need to place all four sides, just be careful with the overlapping, and stick very close to it, so it's look a part of it, not in mid-air. And here we are placing this side also. But there is an issue that we didn't create a plantation. We also not created a ranch. For that we need some space, and we have a lots of space behind at the bottom of our build. So we're gonna discover that, but before that we just do some design part like a tool, adding a tools everywhere and adding a flowering bush all side. So we are completed all side of a structure. Now we are adding a wooden bar stool, maybe you can say a long stool, and here we are adding at our entrance. And now like this you need to place everywhere. And now we're gonna add here also, and the flowering, we are using a fox flowering bush B, which flower has a orange color. And now we're gonna add some house plant here in this structure like this, and we're gonna add a torch. So we're gonna take this torch, where it is, okay, majestic wall torch to be added here. You can place any torch. If you have different kind of a torch, you can place that also. And we are completely ready with our structure. And here you can see that we also require to be add here, because this area looks very incomplete. So we are adding a table, and then again we're gonna add a flowering bush over here. So it'll take a lots of hustle, but I think that you can do and manage. And please do subscribe, please do like. There's a lots of things to become. Don't get scared and don't drop in between. The main thing is still need to be tell. And here we are adding a more bush next to our, in front of our statue. So we are adding a fox flowering bush B here. And we need to add a ranch and a farming site, but we don't have an area for that. We need to dig, and just we are going to add some, giving a little beautification. And now we know gonna add some tree like this and this, and it's look amazing. And we need to add a tree, and before that Yakumo statue nearby our entrance to give a more traditional vibe of Japanese structure. And now we're going to add a fox cherry blossom C like this. So we're gonna place a tree everywhere, wherever we feel that it should come. You can hide your error in behind of your tree. You can use as a design. You can make it more beautiful by adding this. Don't overrate it, because it's look abrupt and waste. So here we are done with our tree. It's look beautiful. So it's looking a part of this area. And now we remove this one because we require cherry blossom C. We put a earlier. And now we need to place a ranch and a farming. So for that we dismantling our base like this. So I hope that you didn't create our base at the beginning, because we need to dismantle lots of things like this. And now we adding our ranch here, and similarly we're gonna do in opposite direction. And here we're gonna place a stair also, and similarly we're going to mirror this in another side. So we need to destruct lots of things, dismantle lots of things. So here we are dismantling, and again we need to be place everything. So if you didn't build a base this base at yet, so just you do this in the beginning, and you will not face this problem. And here we are added this, and here we adding a stair to go downstairs. And again we need to close this down. Right now we put a wrench for safe side, and now we are checking the height, and we place a lots of storage. And here we are closing everything like this. and we need to recreate everything that we have dismantled. So hope that you are doing this process after watching this whole video. And here we are adding a farming, and now we place every kind of, we're gonna grow every kind of seeds here. For that, yeah, we are planting wheat plantation. Now we create a tomato plantation, and now we are adding onion plantation, and here we are adding a carrot plantation. So you can utilize this space and your pal wing did not get stuck anywhere in between, and we have a lots of plenty of area where our pal can bypass each area. Hope you like this build, and what you say, please comment below. Now let's enjoy a full cinematic of this build. So here it's a glimpse of this beautiful traditional Japanese structure, which was insanely beautiful and really difficult to make in the beginning, but right now I feel very proud of myself. But while I'm creating this, I thought this was nearly impossible because I created earlier, and on your demand I created this build again. It's take a lots of time, lots of hustle. If you are seeing and watching my video and somewhere it's helped you, please take a membership, please do share my channel, please do subscribe my channel, please bookmark my channel. And if you are demotivated somewhere, we have a lots of build where you can get a motivation, and here you can see that we place everything. It's a completely fantastic build. Here you can see that everything is placed aesthetically, and it's look like an ASMR. It's look like a complete traditional Japanese build. If I fail somewhere, please forgive, but I tried my best, and we have a lots of things in Palworld 1.0, and I am thankful for the developers that who bring this game to us, and now we are creating this kind of a structure. Earlier this was impossible. Without the help of a mod you can't do this kind of a structure, but now we can place this in our Palworld 1.0. So please do build, and please comment below. If you create something, please let me know, and please be in touch. Till then, see ya.